Alright, now I'm doing something I normally don't do, folks. And come on, crappie. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna say it one more time. I fish. Love your channel. And I love this rod you sent to me. I'm having a hard time with this crappie, and it's not a really big one, but it is a crappie. And just the cork alone, folks, makes that rod bend. I tell you, this is a lot of fun. I wished I'd have brought my doggone net right here, but there's a good fish right there. And I'm fishing. I had to adjust my float a bunch of times, so I believe I found the right depth. I have it about 32 inches right there. And depth counts. If you go down a bank where crappie are starting to move in the spawn, or if they're spawning, if you don't have that cork, if you're going to fish with a cork, if you don't have the depth adjusted just right, you won't even know them fish are there. And by that, I mean I want to fish about a foot off the bottom along this bank here. And that's a cold front crappie. Pretty good fish right there. And I'm doing something I usually don't do. I'm letting the wind carry me down through here, taking pop shots. Usually don't do that. But I'm just trying to figure out real quick what I have to do. And now I know. But that's a pretty good fish. Let's let him go. He wants to live, Richard. Let's put him back. There he goes. Hey, ain't nothing like it, thank you, Lord. I believe we got it figured out now. A little tough on these cold fronts. That's the way to start off one, right there. Because that was a lot of fun. Yeah, this is a President reel, made by Pflueger President, small reel, loaded with 2-pound test, vicious line, mono. And this rod right here is a Truser MB. Okay, it's 7'5" and light as a feather and limber. Had a lot of trouble with that fish, folks. But look at this little bait right here. It's an 1.75" slab tail. Okay, tied with a loop knot, 1/28 of an ounce jig head, size 8 hook. Tiny baits. The reason I'm going to be fishing this way is because we had a bad front come over the other day, 2 days ago. And today it's windy and the fish is going to be a little bit tough to catch. When they are, I downsize everything. And that way we can keep catching fish. Let's look at it in the water right here. And this is what it's looking like, folks, when I'm working this jig. Okay. Y'all see that tail? It takes very little movement. And I'm moving it slow to get a bite. And I'm trying to let that cork stay in an area just as long as I possibly can. There he is. I reckon there he is. This one's going to be pretty. He's going to be out here in the sun, folks. Oh, I can't tell y'all how this fish is pulling. There's a reason. He's a good one. Quit. I'm going to have to pull on out from the bank. The wind's driving me in. Excuse me. Golly, what a fish. That little old size 8 hook will hold them. When you have a rod that's as forgiving as this one, they can't get off. Too much forgiveness. And that is a prime example about this little hook deal that's going on. Oh, just use a size 4 or quit. Stop it. Now that's a pretty crappie right there. That's a big son of a gun. I don't know really what else to say, folks. Look at there, what a fish. I'm going to hold him way up there so he'll look bigger. But see that hook hack's got him. They ain't no way that size 8 would have turned him loose. A sport. Well, second to none. Let's let him go. That's a male, by the way. Okay. Whoa! Alright, fella. He'll turn you loose. Look here. There we go, too. I knew that fish was in there. Repeated cast. And just, I knowed it, and I knowed it. Not a real big one, but it was a textbook place right here. If you'll notice right there on the bank, there's a lot of sand. Crappie love to bed in sand. That's where they'll start pulling up to. I don't know, it's pretty good. I ain't gonna gripe about it. I don't know why in the world I don't have a net. I get so anxious to go fishing and excited that I forget a lot of stuff. Come on in here. There's another one. That small bait right there is paying off. And I tell you, an 1.5 inch or a 1 inch would be a good deal right now. Little bitty jig head, real light. You can keep catching them under these kind of conditions, or I can. Let's let him go. Okay. Having a lot of fun out here. Nothing like it. Peaceful. Oh my. Today, folks, it's all about little bitty baits. I did this last year too. Had about the same situation. Different part of the lake though. But a crappie's a crappie. They act the same no matter where you're at. Those little baits will save the day for you. They will. And I have used 1 inch baits, tiny ones. And I have some. It might change, but I'm doing so good with this one. Why change? The colors that I like don't make any difference. It's what the fish are biting. I like any color that they'll bite. Bursel's got the earache today. That's the only reason he didn't come on out here with me. Got a pretty bad earache. Said his woman's been hollering at him a whole lot here lately. Let's catch another one. There we go. Come on in here. I just so happened to throw right on top of that crappie's head, folks. After that jig settled, that fish had it like that. You talking about pulling. Good one. Good fish. Now there could be another one right there. He hit it like that. Or I could have got lucky and just hit him on top of the head. Quit. Stop it. No. Okay. It's a good one. Now, y'all look at this. Can y'all see that? He's peeing. That's the male. That's the male fish. thing of beauty. Crappie are one of the most beautiful fish on the planet. And I don't know if there's any saltwater fishermen watching right now. Have you ever caught a triple tail? Well, a crappie reminds me a lot of the shape of a triple tail. I used to catch a lot of them around buoy markers and stuff like that in Tampa Bay. But they just remind me a lot of a triple tail, especially their head, the way it's shaped. I just had to throw that in. Let's let him go. Let's throw this one back. Okay. Tarvel called me last night and said he's got a problem. He's got a corn on the side of his big toe, and he can't hardly walk. He wears them old big boots all the time. I told him to get him a pair of these Converses, and that will stop. Let's catch another one. Let's go ahead and catch him right here. Yeah. Right there. That's where that crappie's at. Well, doggone float messed up, but hey. There he goes, too. My float was crossed, and I still got that fish. I knew where that fish was at now. Oh, it's a good one. They all feel good on this rod. Let's get him out here where we can take a look at him. Let him wear himself down. Back in the old days, I used to lose a lot of fish, a lot of crappie, folks, by getting excited and horsing them in. You will just might near land every fish that you hook if you have a limber rod, if you'll just take your time. Just take your time. I have lost some big fish too because of that. Most of the ones that I have lost has been big fish. Of course, this is a good one right here, but I'm talking about the big ones. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Hey, quit, stop. You don't do it. No, no, you're a bad baby, and no. Now, quit. Now there. Now that's a big crappie right there. Whoa. Whoa. Can y'all feel it? Okay. I don't know what to say. But I know you look funny with that old jig in your face like that. Yeah, you did. Now go on. Well, folks, over the years, I have no doubt have had great success using little bitty baits. 1 or 2 days after a cold front is the way to go, in my opinion. Try it if you never have. Hey, thank y'all very much for the great comments, everything that y'all do on this channel. Woo, woo. And remember, go fishing when you can, because it's good for you. Doggone it, man. Woo!